Let's take a look at the narrative method of performance appraisal. The narrative method or form requires a manager to write a statement about the employee's performance. There may not be an actual standard form used, especially for high-level professional and executive positions, but there can be a form, so it can be a method or a form. A narrative gives the manager the opportunity to give the evaluative assessment in a written form that can go beyond simply checking a box to describe a predetermined assessment. The manager can also write up a developmental plan of how an employee will improve performance in the future. Narratives can be used alone, but they're often followed by an objective part of a form. Although a narrative is ongoing, it's commonly used during a formal review. A letter of recommendation is often an example of a narrative evaluation method. How do we use the narrative method or form? The systems can vary. Managers may be allowed to write whatever they want, i.e., use the method, or they might be required to answer questions with a written narrative about an employee's performance, like using a form. Let's discuss both here. The no-form narrative method can be the only assessment method used during the formal review process, but the narrative method, when used alone, is more commonly used with professionals and executives than with operative employees. How we write the formal narrative assessment varies, as writing content and styles are different. A narrative based on the critical incidents and MBO results is clearly the best basis for the written assessment. The narrative is often used as part of a longer form. For example, you might likely have seen an assessment form such as a recommendation that has a list of items to be checked off. Following the checklist, the form may ask one or more questions requiring a narrative written statement.